21 fire damage.
Yeah, that hits.
Yeah, this spell does a lot of damage now.
Yep, it is close to being downed as well.
Oh, well, hooray.
Alright, small fire elemental moves up.
Damn it!
No, that does not hit.
The first time it tries to kill a peasant. On a natural 1.
Oh, yeah.
Roll a 1d20 for me.
Let's just use this. No.
Okay. Peasant save.
That's good.
Watchman's still dead. Leon.
There's one watchman.
There is a watchman alive, but
There is still a watchman alive. You are correct.
He missed. Is he trying to run?
I gotta copy one of these damn peasant tokens now.
Ah, we need more corpses. Is what you're telling me.
Choose you. Alright. You know, maybe trying to get out. No, he ain't getting out of here. Your turn now, Leon.
No escape.
Hello.
Zombies don't really say hello.
Oh, hello, Tempus. And incoming sword.
Think 31 hits.
Actually, technically it should be 32 because I forgot that my bonus against undead. There you go.
Yep, 32 still hits.
Okay.
13 damage. It has 14 hit points. That's enough to de-summon it.
Excellent. I have no more quick actions left.
Alright. Gryph, if you're there and not muted, it's your turn.
Yay! I was muted, just yawning a bit. I didn't want you yawning.
So we've got a nearly dead zombie beast.
I know, it's a very long battle, but intended for a reason.
Right.
Again, if you don't engage with that guy, he will, although he has his, exploding thing.
He's gonna burst this turn.
Yeah. So
We're fucking...
On the other hand, sneak attack. Sneak attack.
Well,
I
he
can
can
sneak
sneak
attack
attack
with
this
this one,
guard too.
Ah.
No more bursting on Tempus. He's good.
No more pretty No more watching him get
Let's go with Bleeding Strike, because he's not staggered. And he's not taking ongoing damage, so roll 1d20 plus 5 plus 3 plus 1 plus 5.
Yep.
Roll 3d8 plus 5 plus 1d8, because of the sneak damage, plus 1.
You staggered now?
Yeah, and it's an odd, so I don't get a thingy bobber.
A thingy bobber, yes, the legendary thingy bobber. Dwohurim.
I think I'll try to kill that zombie beast.
Okay, sure.
It's like, we should just minimize how much damage people take. 2 balls now, so
Yeah.
that looks like a 20. So that would be 42 damage.
Yeah.
Eight hit points remaining.
Blam, blast.
Fucking crush that thing. That's the same thing you hit with a force bolt like 6 rounds ago.
Yeah.
Fuck you, Salvatore Magic.
Yeah. Didn't know he was a spellcaster, but
That's right. You want to give like a flourish or description with that, or are you good?
I don't think I'll string myself more than
Okay.
I've talked a lot.
Sure. Enchanter, all of them are dead. Zombie Beast, all of them are dead. Thomas, you back yet, Sheep? Dick doesn't know.
Wacka wacka.
Combat is over. Tempest, take 3 points of damage, and you don't have to worry about a normal save. That'll just be the last point of damage, and then you'll automatically save against the acid.
Yay!
So, ready? Let's count the friendly fire.
And that will be my closing statement.
So how much evidence do we now have against Salvatore? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Well, there was a total of a number of bodies. 2, of course, Tempus has added through killing peasants, and 1 that Thomas managed to off.
A 10 that Fargus managed, so...
Oh, what?
I will
Kill any peasants?
I will
All the ones who didn't like the druids.
yeah, I will successfully note I killed no peasants.
Man. Yes, you may also wish to use any recoveries as you see fit. You will not get a full heal up at the end of the session.
Yeah.
I must spend a recovery.
Yes.
Fargus will immediately rush up to see if Salvador Crane is dead yet.
We'll take care of that.
First,
You-
this is 16 plus recharging Stormbolt.
Also,
So-
like your recharge rolls for anything that would handle recharging. I think Manakai's Cloak of Invisibility is also a recharge thing.
Sure.
Sheep's. I know Sheep's.
I'm not going to handle any of his recharge things. He can handle that on his own.
Okay. Yes, I failed my Stormbolt and
Ain't got no invisibility cloak.
it recharges because that's once per battle, and that's it. Now, time to forcibly spend these 19 hit points.
Okay. Well, we go ahead and thrust various PCs back onto the map. Bjorni has been severely wounded by a combination of heavy clubs, and even a lance at one point. Carmilla is next to him. She's unarmed, but she's picked up a club and she's done the best she can. Thomas Arturo is not there. Dirk has managed to survive. Shade, they've like stood together. Lord Inator there in the fucking background. Let's see here. Alright, ABCs. These folks of the Melkor estate have managed to successfully defend Bree against all comers, and the bandits certainly did try to take her down. As for the Senators, they've done a fairly decent job of defending the situation. Cameron fronted one of the staircase with Miriani behind him, while Isaac fronted the other end of the staircase. Not really fighters, but they've managed to fend off everyone all the same. Salvatore, for his part, would probably be doing fairly well. Unfortunately, he hasn't done fairly well. Ursilia actually has him pinned against the wall, despite not looking very strong. Her back is to the party, and has him lifted up, his feet kicking in the air against the wall. And it's very evident to see, like, even with her back turned, like a blurring effect of magic around her. And her body is shaking a little. Other bandits who have attempted to not approach the staircase have met horrible fates. Blasted considerably with negative energy, I might add. They got wrecked. There's still quite a bit of screaming outside, though. Lots of people are still in quite a bit of panic. There's rushing, there's shouting, crying of children, people slipping on the blood-slick stones. Salvatore is attempting to cry out as he's kicking his legs. It's not going that well for him. There's your scene as it currently exists.
So do you guys want to break this crystal now? Just while nobody would care if we broke some glass. While they're both available.
Tempus will look over and decide to just, hold the glass that he's been given in the hand.
We're paying attention to them. I imagine that Bree is looking up towards Ursilia.
She's actually conferring with the guards, really. It doesn't seem like Bree's too concerned about Ursilia. Seems like maybe Ursilia can handle her own.
Sure, so I guess we take our eyes on her and Ursilia, and then I guess we can try it.
Salvador Crane, just in case.
Yeah,
Sure.
Fargus is
nice.
definitely watching Salvador Crane at this moment.
There aren't that many people in here now. I think most of them fled.
They've done their best to flee, yes. There are certainly
So
far
we should
fewer
probably be
people.
able to keep eyes on the ones that are here.
Alright. And
And hopefully Thomas will do so as well.
Okay.
I'm sure he would.
Doing the thing we instructed him to do earlier. Sure. Tempest, go. She will.
Tempus smashes the glass.
Whoops, you dropped something.
Oh, soup.
Hope you don't get contacted by Blue Dragon now.
Alright, glass,
Is the Grimith one of the NPCs?
Fucking Manaki.
Suddenly, Blue Dragon.
Glass scatters all over the floor. Shards, dancing everywhere. Going against the stones, going into the cracks and crevices. And what's left is a small mist, which begins to slowly just collect and swirl around the glass. Ravinger, if he was being truthful, did note that the effect could take a minute before the summoning actually took place.
Does anyone seem to be taking any
Defend the
special
mist!
kind of...
While this is going on, Fargus will sort of walk up here and sort of jump over this thing. And just walk over here, and if he's able, punch Salvatore square in the face.
Yeah, his face is kind of exposed right now. Ursilia's got him pinned by the wall with the neck.
Yeah, he will just punch him as hard as he can right in the face.
Alright, Fargus punches Salvatore. He takes it pretty well, all things considered. Ah! Dwohurim, it appears as if while Bree is conferring with her guards and sings out, I have added tokens here. There are more tokens. Her brow twitches slightly, and then she rakes her fingers through her hair a bit before the rest of the guards, and she keep conferring with one another.
Alright, and now if this does not get answered, then that's a pretty good indication that she's the one.
Yep.
Looks like the guards are actually, they look up a bit at Ursilia, and the guards will actually follow Bree, and they'll actually begin to walk out of the town hall, trying to slowly push their way through all of the bodies.
We should stop her.
I mean, you can try and stop her.
Go ahead.
Hold, Bree.
Excuse me? Bree will turn her face to look at Dwohurim.
I know this must have been very traumatic, but there's something I wish to discuss with you and Ursilia. You'll say this loud enough for Ursilia to hear. Something very, very important. That absolutely, given the current circumstance, cannot wait.
You will have to do that at another time, Dwohurim. This is not the time or place for a discussion.
He frowns visibly and so says, can all be so civil about everything. Go then. Take your leave.
Bree will actually do such. The guards will sort of like flank her. It's like trying to push forward through the group, the people. You, Salvatore. Death. That would be good for you. But, not my decision, it's Foghaven's. And with a whirling sweep, will actually take Salvatore, despite her apparent lack of strength, and send Salvatore fling all the way back into the podium, where he crashes against it.
There are chains at the podium.
So
Tempus is already on it.
Salvatore attempts to scramble up and then finds his arms lashed into the podium.
Tempus
So
reinforces this.
fellow senators, On the matter of Carmilla Cabot being guilty of anything other than the proper defense and care of Foghaven, all the senators mumble not guilty, except for Salvatore, who's too busy being panicked and terrified. Right, that trial is concluded then.
Yeah. Sorry to interrupt this swift justice, as I imagine it would be, but could I have a private word with you, Arcilia, before you, conduct the quick trial of Salvatore?
Arcilia Melkor, her illusory effects are the blurring has stopped over her face. What is apparent to Dwohurim as he looks up is a look of genuine wrath and very, very, very powerful anger directed at Salvatore, which, when she directs her eyes to look at Dwohurim, is mollified only slightly, and the lips will sort of stop curling downward so much. Yes, Dwohurim Harsca.
This is sort of walk closer, hoping that only she will be able to hear him. I know that this might sound confusing and hard to believe, but given what's just happened, anything should be possible. We have some indication that Bree might be involved in all of this, and perhaps it would be good not to let her go too far before investigating that possibility.
You dare much, Dwohurim Harsca.
The house? Because yes, he does.
She opens her mouth and runs her tongue across her teeth. Let's say there is a slight inkling that you might be right to bring this to me. In the midst of the Foghaven Town Hall, where there is so much carnage and bloodshed, and I need to devote all of my energies to trying to repair this. Bree, she runs her tongue over her teeth again, would not go anywhere for fear of it proving her guilt. If she thinks that she is still clear, and that assuming she is guilty of doing anything to harm this town, then she will act as everything is normal, comfortable, and nothing being wrong.
I'll just bow one step aside.
If. Senators! And she pinches the bridge of her nose. As to the affair of Salvatore Crane, Well, we'll just leave him there for now. We'll worry about him later on. The other senators will sort of nod in agreement with that, and they'll actually, begin, slowly, pushing through. There's still, the sounds of combat going outside, although it quickly sounds as if that's coming to a close. Looking out, there's quite a number of people, of guards who apparently were bandits in disguise, and of bandits who were hidden in back rooms, prepared for the possibility of a contingency plan, who have rushed out to do whatever it was that they had attempted to do. Quite a number of people have died here. Perhaps 50, 60? Some because they were trampled by other peasants as they struggled to make their way out. It is quite a scene of carnage, of misery, of tears, and of people who are trying to think of what to do in the wake of this event.
Fargus will sort of call all of the party members together to have a chat.
Yeah, we really need to start helping,
Yeah, we do.
people.
Like, we might need to carry some of these bodies out. It looks like Father Bredian's got a long day ahead.
So much carnage. At least now we might be able to put an end to all this.
Yes.
Well, Ordus considers for a moment.
We will need to defeat Ajax.
No, we
Then
won't
we can be
need
sure
to do that.
this doesn't happen again.
All we need to do is hand Salvatore Crane over to Ajax.
Salvatore Crane didn't shoot that arrow.
No, but he orchestrated the whole idea.
I don't think he did. I think he's a pawn.
Then who do you think he's working for?
So we'll talk of that when we've helped the people. Right.
Alright,
Might create a little bit longer discussion.
perhaps so.
Alright. Would you folks just like to spend the rest of the day entirely, trying to clear out all these bodies, perhaps tending to wounded, burying them if you care about burial?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That seems like a proper thing to do.
Yeah, of course.
The day can pass, and night can end up approaching as well. With the bodies, so many of them being collected, the news has spread around Foghaven of what has transpired, and it's difficult to ignore all the sounds of combat when they were happening right out there on your doorstep. Quite a number of not just invaders, but people whom citizens thought they could trust. People who were elected to be guards, who volunteered for the task, were given arms and armor for that role, and ended up in a monumental act of betrayal, acting with the interests of one greedy or deceitful. It's hard to say exactly what Salvatore Crane has done, but the people are both mournful, and there's definitely some mob spite inside of them as well. Of take torches to Salvatore Crane's home and burn everything to the ground and hunt down every one of his surviving family members, and that's put to an end as soon as Ursilia Melkor speaks up and says that won't be happening. So do not take torches, no mob uprising. And the people listen to that.
Should
At
maybe,
least you can pass her charisma-based check.
should maybe send some people to investigate his house, however.
I'm pretty sure Cilia would do that already.
Yes.
Yes. It is discovered that among all of the thousands of gold pieces he's confiscated, apparently he actually took a number of things from Carmilla Cabot's house as well. Since she was arrested. She wouldn't be needing it. Nicked quite a bit of that.
Man, if we'd gone there, we could have taken all the 1,000 gold pieces. And never kept it.
But yes. Day will pass into night with a very mournful, processing of all of these events which transpired. And contrary to what anyone might think, Ursilia Melkor is not a vampire. She's out during daytime trying to organize these things to the best of her ability, along with the other senators, except for Carmilla Cabot, who has gone off with an injured Bjorny, perhaps, to take care of him.
Should check up on those two as well.
Yeah.
Well,
Probably have stuff to talk about.
Bjorny is unconscious at the moment. Carmilla, well, that situation can be handled with a bit of roleplay then. She's currently indignant, with a lot of mixture of concern on her face. This will actually be in the Rampant Badger in Bjorny's personal bedroom, as the player characters manage their approach. And she'll look up over Bjorny's bed and smile at each of you and say, I knew there was something wrong with this town. Just couldn't quite prove it until it was too late.
Well, Carmilla, at least it seems the gods brought us here in time.
Not soon enough.
Couldn't let it go any later, could we?
And I'll go ahead, you guys can go ahead and move to the Foghaven map.
Oh, which I already updated my token.
Yeah, so I already copied your tokens from the Town Hall map and put them here.
Is there anything you need to aid him?
No, Bjorny took quite a bit protecting me. He will recover in time, though he might need a bit of assistance in looking after the bar. She actually cast a look over at Thomas, who I know Sheep is still away. But he and I don't think are long for staying here in Foghaven anyway.
Oh, had too much of this quiet life.
Yes, too much of this quiet life full of people who do not appreciate consequences or ramifications or understandings, who do not consider any of the sacrifices you've made for them and are happy to easily discard them. Also, Sheep, by the way, you are currently standing in the Rampant Badger in Bjorny's personal bedroom. He has been injured into unconsciousness.
Oh no.
Yes.
You're much harder than he's ever not in his life.
These people have... And she shakes her head. I had hoped to help them. I had sensed something was coming. I thought they would do something more. Well, thank you, Five, at least. I am sure that Bjorny, whenever he awakens, will be happy to express his gratitude. And perhaps, she looks at Thomas, perhaps he will need your assistance in the coming days to help him run the bit of the Rampant Badger that he cannot.
I will do whatever I can to help. Definitely. Bjorny has done a lot for us, and it's the least I can do.
We will, of course, help in any way we can.
Well, I'm not the one to ask for that. You will have to listen to your own hearts and judgments. I am certainly no longer a senator, not after what has happened. I have no more interest in it.
It's certainly understandable.
Where do you plan to go now?
I don't know. I'll have to ask Bjorny how he feels. Maybe we can find some of the old traveling companions we once went with. We'll come up with something. But you Five, you look like you need some rest as well. Hopefully, well, you at least succeeded where I could not.
You did what you could with the resources available to you.
If only that had been more.
If only.
Anyway, basically free time available for you folks. It'll get kicked to the second of Ready Read. I did not think that situation would take as long, but given the severity of the combat situation, and I wanted it to be severe, to signify the importance of it. Of course, it happens after you level up instead of before. My timing's a little off there, I guess. But if you want the session to continue, you can certainly push on for a confrontation with Ajax, or you can do whatever else you want.
I did save most of my good stuff for Ajax, so...
Well, we're not having. He already said we're not having a full heal up after this.
Yeah, I didn't expect us to.
I still have Summon Elemental and 2 daily spells, I think.
Yeah. That was built as a double strength battle. Obviously, you folks would not be having 4 battles like that.
Hopefully not, no.
Yes, and so your sword work certainly did a bit. It assisted while you were gone.
How many peasants did I kill?
No, you just had the one that you were there for, and Tempus
Just
took
one.
down 2.
Alright.
I still know.
Alright.
I think I'm the only person who didn't kill a peasant.
I
I
didn't.
mean, I
hit
suppose we
anyone
should
either.
put you up for trial now.
I'm a murderer. Arrest me.
You know, I think the state might consider resolving.
I killed those bandits. As I struck him down because he's an eye, he wanted to surrender.
But yes, as a description of what happened after you left, Salvatore was pinned to a wall, basically like in a chokehold by Ursilia. She cast him onto the floor. He got chained up. The Senate's going to deal with him later. They just decided to leave him chained up there while they took care. All of the 60 or so people who died were buried. Funerals properly handed, wounded tended to. It's a mournful, very mournful day across the entire town. Dwohurim has good reason to think that Bree Melkor is actually the one who's triggered by the crystal, but she walked away with her house guard.
Carmilla has been cleared of all suspicion.
I told Ursilia that Bree was very suspicious, and hopefully she will take that little bit of time to just look into it.
Hopefully, yes.